All right. Looks like we are here. I think we're live. I would love to know if everybody can hear me and where you guys are from. I know a lot of you guys don't know who I am, so I'd love to get to know you before I introduce you to myself. Go ahead in the chat window. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me know, just kind of where you're jumping in from, and I'd love to say hey. And then we're going to jump into lots of content. That's why you guys are here. So let me know where the content is, where you guys are coming. Greenville, North Carolina. Hey, Josh. So good to see you. Hey, Tim. I'm glad you're here from New York City. No, you're not from New York. Your last name is York. That's incredible. So glad that you're here. Thanks for coming, Tim. Let's see what else. Who else we got on here? Talk to me, people. We got Canadian American living in Croatia. That's awesome. What's up, Micah from Ohio? Loud and clear. Good. Things are working. Washington, D.C. Hey, Sandesh. Glad you're coming in from India. What's up, Russ from Seattle? Doug, good to see you, buddy, from Fresno, California. Lots of friends on here. San Antonio, Texas. Brown Eyed Girl 65. Great year, 1965. Franklin, Tennessee. Brittany, thanks for stopping in. Denver in the house. Awesome. Houston, Texas. This is good. Listen, guys. I'm glad that you guys decided just to take a couple minutes and let me jump in and give you guys just some tips for 2016. Yes, to start off, I want to make sure you guys know that if you stay till the end, okay, I've got something special for you guys that only the people watching the webinar are going to get. So don't jump off too soon. Make sure that you invite your family and friends. And I've got a special gift for you guys at the end that I want to give you guys. New Smyrna Beach, Florida. You guys are here. Las Vegas in the house. Welcome, welcome. My name is Carlos Whitaker. And I like to pronounce my name Carlos Whitaker. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys just a couple things that helped me in my transformation. So I think the first thing to do is to show you guys my story just a little bit. So what I'm going to do here really quick is I'm going to share with you guys, see if this even works. I'm going to share with you guys my my keynote. This is my beautiful wife, Heather. Hopefully you guys can see her. Heather is, we've been married for 15 years, and she's the love of my life. She is the one that really, without her, my transformation never would have happened. So why don't introduce you guys to her. She's from Fresno, California, met her there, stole her. She was just 18, so robbed the cradle. We've been married for 15 years. She's unbelievable. And then next we have our daughter, Sayana. Okay, so this is Sayana, and she is she's the fire in our home. She's the attitude in our home. And she's our middle daughter. She is 12 years old now. This picture was a couple years ago. And she's basically Beyonce. I mean, look at her. She's got attitude and sass. Then we've got Losiah. We've got our son who we adopted from South Korea when he was, gosh, I guess he was 7 months old now. He's 9 years old now, and he's just the love of my life. So we adopted him a while back. I want to show you guys this because these kids in my family is going to play a vital role in my story here. This is Sohaila. She's now 13. I took this picture when she was 11. She is just like she looks like. Everything is wonderful in her life. Fluffy clouds, rainbows, unicorns, all that good stuff. Now, this is my family just a couple of days ago, and this is the crew and the reason why I decided to change my life for the better and to change my fitness and my health for the better. This was me not too long ago, about 6 years ago. This was me. I weighed about 240 pounds. This was me sleeping on a boat. And I'll go ahead and tell you guys that this guy right here that you see, that guy right there was utterly and totally miserable. He was completely depressed, and I'm getting ahead of myself here. And so yeah, that was me then, and then about a year and a half ago, this is me now. So hopefully you guys can see this, and I'm going to stop sharing and hop back into the screen. Let's see here. No pics. Oh, no pics. You just see me. Oh, not seeing the pictures. That's awesome. Hey, no problem. No problem. That's okay. I will screen share it this way. Let me know if you guys can see this. Ready? We're going to try this again, but we're going to try it this way. Watch this. Screen share, entire screen. Okay, I'm going to hit share. Now, why don't you guys tell me if you guys can see this? Can you see this? Can you see my wife on the screen now? I'd love to know if you can see my wife on the screen. If you can, go ahead and, yeah. Oh, beautiful. Okay, Carrie, I'll know pictures are showing up. Let's see here. I'm getting texts from some people. Yes, all right, there it is. There's my wife. You guys heard the whole story. That's awesome. There's Sayana. There's Losiah. There's Sohaila. Now we're getting it. Now we're getting it. And then this is my family. Here you guys go. This is perfect. I'm glad this works out a lot better. Okay, so this guy right here, this is the guy I was talking about, okay? This was the really overweight, sad, just because I was overweight, I wasn't sad, but I was sad inside. I mean, if you guys can relate to me at this point in my story, this guy right here was the guy that, man, he was happy in front of everybody else. He kind of used his weight as a joke. Everybody said that I looked buff. And so I took that word buff and stocky as like, oh, that's good because I'm like strong. But the truth is there was a really healthy individual behind that guy. And then 2 years later, here we go. That's what ended up happening. Not only did I lose weight, but I got tan and the hair fell off my chest. So this was me about a year and a half ago. And I'm going to talk to you guys about what happened here. This was the moment right there when it all changed. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now and come back to you guys. There we go. Awesome. Thanks so much. Okay, we're in and more people showed up. I didn't lose too many people on that. Let's get to the nitty gritty. As you guys saw in that last picture, I was at a place where I just kind of figured that, you know what, I'm just going to maintain. Like, I feel okay. I'm going to maintain, and I'm going to maintain my entire life. But what ended up happening was I ended up letting my life live me as opposed to me living my life. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is three things, really a whole bunch more than three things, but I packaged them into three ways that I think you guys can take your New Year's resolutions and make them actually stick, okay? If a lazy artist like me that stayed up till 3 a.m. every night playing PlayStation and eating Cheez-Its, okay, can get his life back and his health back, you can, I promise. I travel full time. I'm on planes all the time. I'm traveling across the world, but I'm consistently staying healthy, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about today, and let's just hop right into it. Number one, okay, I actually have notes here. Step one, the first thing you guys have to figure out before you can begin changing everything. See, New Year's resolutions have to do with something that you're going to do, right? Everyone's like, okay, this is what I'm going to do this year. This is what I'm going to do this year. This is what I'm going to do this year. This is what I'm going to do this year. But what I realized, and one of the biggest things for me was before I figured out what I was going to do, I needed to figure out what I was not going to do. Does that make sense? So the first thing you need to figure out is not what you're going to start, but what are you going to quit, okay? That is number one. What are you going to quit? What is it in 2016 that you guys are going to stop doing, okay? You need to quit something before you can start something because all of us know we're way too busy. All of us know there's not enough time in the day to get everything done. So before we can figure out what we're going to start, we need to figure out what we're going to stop. A couple things that you guys, if I were you, maybe in the chat section, why don't you talk about some of the things that you know you need to stop doing in 2016? I'd love to read what you guys are saying in there. A couple of examples from me, myself. One of the things that I needed to stop and I needed to quit was staying up late, okay? For me, I wanted to make sure I felt like I was more creative late at night. Did any of you guys feel me with that? You feel like when the world is asleep, late at night, you can get things done. But here's the thing, our bodies are meant to be awake during the day. That's like how things are meant, okay? Drowning in soda, I see you, Josh. I totally hear you. You're feeling like that soda gives you that kick. It may give you a kick for a moment, but it's not gonna give you a kick in an hour, and it's actually a detriment to your health. I get it, I totally understand. Unhealthy snacking, okay? Sleeping past 6 a.m. I have no idea how that will happen. I'm going to help you guys with that. We're going to stop procrastinating. Tim, I totally get that. You've got to stop doing these things. So one thing for me is I've got to stop staying up late. I have let in 2015, okay? Now in 2014, when I changed my body, I started going to bed at 10 p.m., no later. Now I find myself creeping into bed at 11:30, 11:15, and I'm seeing the effects the next day. You see what these things are right here? These are bags under my eyes. You guys get it, okay? Totally understand. Eating too much sugar, that's going to be the next thing we talk about. Stop the soda, fast food, lack of meal prep. I love that. But definitely sodas. Sodas are a killer for many of us. Let me talk about something else and really how to help you guys with that. How do you quit the sugar? Okay, big ding, 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 big point of the webinar today. A lot of you guys love sugar. I love sugar. Sugar, sweetness is what we need. What we feel like we need to make us happy. Now, here's the thing. Let's talk about sugar for a second. Why do we feel like we need sugar? Okay, what is it about sugar that we feel like we need? Well, if I can tell, I'm going to tell you guys one thing, and I want you guys to take this home. If there's nothing else you take home, take this home. Sugar is incredibly addictive, okay? So there was a 60 Minutes report where Dr. Lustig actually said this: sugar is as addictive as cocaine, okay? It actually hits the exact same spots in your brain that cocaine hits. Therefore, if sugar is as addictive to cocaine, we know that it's going to take some work to come off of it. It is true. It is a drug. It affects the chemicals in your brain. So first things first, you basically, in order to stop the sugar cravings, you have to stop eating sugar, plain and simple, okay? You've got to stop eating sugar. I mean, the less you eat it, okay, the less you're going to crave of it. I know it's easier said than done, but it's a necessary first step. So here's the good news, though. As soon as you stop the sugar, the cravings will quickly diminish, okay? Cold turkey, they're going to quickly diminish. You may find yourself in relapse, though, if you keep it around. Get it out of your cupboards. That's one thing that my wife did. When I decided to become fit, she said, all right, we're getting everything out of the cupboards, okay? Ron is eating a candy cane while you watch this. That's okay, because January 1st is when you are going to change, right? All right, so here we go. That's one way to stop with the sugar. Second, with the sugar, eat some more healthy fats, fiber, and protein, okay? Those things actually contain healthy sugar inside of them. So when you focus on eating, healthy fats and fibers and protein, it's going to keep you full and your blood sugar steady. That is why you're eating sugar, because your blood sugar stops. We have sugar in our body. That only makes sense. Have an avocado, have nuts, have coconut oil, okay? Eat lots of veggies for fiber. This is what you got to do. Lean meats and eggs and beans for protein. All of those things are going to keep our blood sugar high. So stop eating the sugar and then eat fat, fiber, and protein. Another thing that really helped me with my sugar cravings is to begin to chew my food longer, okay? When you actually chew your food longer, you're going to get those natural sugars coming out. So I honestly, I count to 10 every time I eat. So I take a bite and I chew 10 times before I swallow it. Okay, sweet treats, don't completely cut the sugar out. You're gonna die. So find some natural sugars. Fruits, of course, are great. Okay, one of the things I love to do is key lime pudding. Okay, key lime pudding is really good. Chocolate mousse with chili peppers is really good. A warm cup of almond milk. I warm up my almond milk. Makes it feel a bit like it's gonna cure some of those cravings. I'm hopping in here. Almonds saved your life this month. Let's see. What do you do for high cholesterol? You need to lower mine. No, absolutely. Listen, when you go 100% holistic with your diet, you're going to lower your cholesterol. It's going to happen. Clementines. Yes, I love that. A bowl of ice cream while watching The Biggest Loser. That was me. I used to do that constantly. Okay, we're going to keep moving on. And then the last thing I want to do, what really did it for me was I had to get scared of sugar, okay? I'm gonna read you guys a paragraph that hopefully will scare you out of some of your sugar cravings, okay? Sugar taxes your immune system and it's highly addictive, okay? Excess sugar, like the white devilish stuff, it robs your body of minerals, it rots your teeth, okay? And it wigs out your pancreas, okay? It flares up inflammation and it gives you diabetes and it's linked massively to cancer. Why in the world would we want to put poison inside of our bodies? That's what we're doing. Kick the sugar. That was the number one biggest thing for me on what I needed to drop. We're talking about what we need to drop here, guys. Do I ever allow a pinch of stevia? Absolutely. Pinches of things are okay. Okay, pinches of things are really going to help you guys get through, right? Some people do cheat meals. Some people do cheat days. I'm a bigger believer in not necessarily cheat meals, but allowing myself every day to have something, to not starve myself of something. Okay, does that make sense? hopefully. Pretzels are okay. Pretzels aren't a whole food, so I try to not eat them, Micah. Thanks for asking. Let's move on, okay? One of the things that I think a lot of you guys need to quit is this, and this is a big one. You guys looking at me right here in the eyes? You need to stop hanging out with unhealthy people, okay? When I say unhealthy, I mean people that are unhealthy to your ethos, people that are unhealthy to your soul. I had a lot of people in that picture, right? Let me go back to that picture here. In this picture right here, this guy, hang on, I'm going to get back to this guy. I need to talk about this guy again. This guy right here, here he is, entire screen, share, this guy, that guy right there. That guy was hanging around with so many people that were telling him he was worthless, that were telling him that he's only an okay dad, that was telling him that, you know what, he's never going to lose the weight because everyone else in his family is bigger, his cousins, all these people are not healthy, so he's not going to be able to be healthy. That, my friends, I was hanging out with people that was feeding that to me. Okay, one of the things that you guys need to quit is you need to stop hanging out with unhealthy people. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys, okay? So what are you going to quit this year? What is it this year that you are going to quit? Getting rid of sugar might put me out of business. Listen, Tracy is a dentist. If you're ever in her part of North Carolina, go see her. She fixes my teeth right here. Absolutely. Okay. Let's talk about, we talked about step one, right? What do I need to quit? Now let's talk about what I need to do. This is going to be lots of information. If you've got pencils and pens, whip them out right now because I'm about to give you the business, okay? We're moving to step two now, okay? Step one is what do I quit? Step two is what do I do, okay? I told you guys I was going to tell you the 2 questions I ask myself before every single meal. You guys ready? Let me know in the comment section if you're ready. I'm not going to start until you're ready because I need to know that you're paying attention. What are the 2 questions that Carlos Enrique Gutierrez Guzman Chihuahua Cabello asks himself before every single meal? What are they? Okay, here we go. Number 1, think about, Carlos, what is the top 1 or 2 goals I have for this year? Okay, I'm not talking about fitness. I literally ask myself before I put anything in my mouth, what are the goals I have? Now, to let you guys know, one of the goals I have is to finish my next book. It's called Kill the Spider. In order for me to finish my next book, I have to be at a high energy level. Therefore, whatever I'm going to put in my mouth, question number 1 is what's my goal? Question number 2 is what I'm putting in my mouth going to benefit me and accelerate me towards the bigger goal? Every single time I eat something, is what I'm putting in my mouth going to accelerate me towards the bigger goal? If it's not, okay, so great example. This can be long-term or short-term. Let's talk long-term for a second. If I'm eating a plethora for a week of unhealthy substances, the next week and that week, I'm going to be lethargic. Sugar creates massive lethargy inside of us, right? If I'm eating tons of sugar, I'm going to be lethargic and I'm not going to be able to write the words with the focus I need to write the words when it's time to write my book the next week. Therefore, what I'm putting in my mouth today is going to affect how I'm feeling next week. Every single thing you put in your mouth, ask yourself those 2 questions. What's the larger goal? And then also, is what I'm putting in my mouth going to get me to that goal? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. It's really important to make sure you're thinking not about the food right there, but what is the goal and where is the food going to take you, okay? I think about this every day. It literally changes the way I eat when I'm traveling. You know, when I'm in the airport, yesterday I'm standing there, it's like there was a Dunkin' Donuts. I was in Boston yesterday. There was a Dunkin' Donuts, there was a Wendy's, there was a McDonald's, and there was like a little newsstand with snacks. I walked over to the newsstand with snacks and I grabbed myself a pack of nasty old almonds. But you know what? Those nasty old almonds, they filled me up and they allowed me to maintain the energy level that I needed to work the rest of the day. Awesome. Grown-up stuff. Thanks, Jennifer. I totally get it. Let's move on. Okay, so that's one thing you've got to do. You've got to ask yourself those 2 questions. What else do you guys have to do, right? Well, let's talk about it. You've got to come up with some sort of eating system, okay? Not necessarily a meal plan, but an eating system. Let me tell you guys exactly what it is that I eat, okay? This is exactly what I eat. So In-N-Out accelerates you towards the goal. You could write that down. Absolutely, absolutely. I'll talk about the Fit by First swag later. I want to make sure I give you guys all this free info first. Here we go. Second thing, what's the meal plan look like? Carlos, what do you eat? Let me tell you guys exactly what I eat. This is it. Ready? It's vegetables, healthy meats, nuts, seeds, little starch, and no sugar. That's how I eat. I'm gonna say that again. Vegetables, lean meats and proteins, nuts, seeds, little starch, and no sugar. Now, fruits actually comes in there as well. But I eat that stuff because it's whole, okay? I'm a product of the movement of eating holistic foods, right? If a little tip for you guys on how you can do this and how you can pull this off. If real food should rot. Real food should spoil. If it doesn't spoil and it doesn't rot, it's probably not real food. Does that make sense? Okay, so when you're in the grocery store, they put things called preservatives inside your food. Those things may as well be pouring sugar in your pie hole. Okay, that absolutely gets it. Okay, so make sure that you're eating whole foods. Exactly what I said is what I eat. Now, do I cheat? Does Heather cook exactly that way all the time? No, but I'm eating so much healthier and leaning the pendulum towards that way of eating way more than I would have the other way. All right, let's do that. I'm going to read that again. Vegetables, especially greens, lean meats, fruits, nuts, seeds, little starch, and no sugar. That's as simple as it can get. Another thing is when you're at the grocery store, if you want to hang out more on the perimeter of the grocery store than you do on the inside of the grocery store, you're going to realize how much healthier you are just hanging out there. The closer you get towards the middle of the grocery store, the more unhealthy the foods are. The closer you are to the outside of the grocery store, most grocery stores, the better the foods are for you. Now, if there's a pack of Bubblicious hanging out by the shopping carts, that's not what I'm talking about. You guys know what I mean. All right, so that is exactly what I put in my pie hole. A, I asked myself those two questions. B, what is it I put in my pie hole? 3, another way to say this is, and I say this in Fit by First all the time, replace your grains with what? Greens. Replace your grains with greens. Okay, so I love bread, right? I love bread sticks. I love grains, but I've replaced them with greens. In my Fit by First community, I talk about some of my favorite recipes, right? Brussels sprouts, asparagus, all these things that this meat and potato guy used to never eat. When you cook those bad boys on a cast iron skillet, this is gold for me and will be gold for you guys. Start cooking on cast iron skillets your greens and they will taste like freaking sugar. I promise you, they absolutely will. Hopefully that makes sense. Grab a cast iron skillet, cook all your greens in the cast iron skillet. The natural sugars are going to come out. Your sugar cravings are going to be released. And then also you're going to be replacing grains with greens. The more greens you eat and the less grains you eat, the smaller, if this is a goal, the less fat on your body you are going to have. Super important. I should talk about Chipotle. You know, when I go to Chipotle, this is a great question, Russell. Statement. When I go to Chipotle, this is what I get. I get a salad with no dressing. I put salsa on the salad. I put chicken on the salad, and I get the grilled veggies. And bam, there's a holistic meal right there. Okay, let's move on. I've had you guys for 23 minutes. I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I've got a lot more really important information. We talked about sleep a little earlier, and I talked about going to bed early. Let's talk about waking up early. Okay, this is vital, super important. I wrote an article that I'll link to this, or maybe somebody, Abigail or somebody can link it in the chat, called Waking Up with the Sun. And I talked about when I made this change, this is what I did. I made these excuses. I'm an artist. I do my best work late at night. I like to be awake when the world is asleep. Jimmy Fallon, right? All of these things like that I love at nighttime. Those are my excuses. But once I started waking up early with the sun, I honestly believe something spiritual happens to us when we wake up with the sun. When you see the sunrise, something spiritual awakens inside of you. Hey, listen, I mean, I don't want to get all theological on you guys, but it happens. Whether you believe in my version of God, whatever version you believe in, when you wake up with the sun, you're going to find yourself refreshed. I honestly believe it's because the Lord has created this world. And because of that, okay, it gives you some inspiration for the rest of the day. Some more reasons, okay? Nobody's awake yet. So I feel like I'm getting most of my work done before anyone else wakes up. And if there's anything for me, especially if you're a competitive person, that drives you, it's getting ahead, right? And so I love to get ahead by waking up early. By the time 9 o'clock hits, when all the lazy people are awake, I'm done with all my work for the day. Here's something else. Working out on an empty stomach increases your metabolism, okay? So a lot of you guys are middle of the afternoon worker-outers. A lot of you guys may work out late at night. When you do it in the morning, it's better than a cup of coffee, and you're going to lose weight a lot faster. Hopefully you guys understand that. It's vital, and it's absolutely true, okay? I'm gonna hop back in here for a couple questions here. Greens are any veg, not just green veg. Any veg, yes, but greens are the healthiest of the vegetables. Okay, just to let you guys know. There it is. Abigail has just linked in the chat the Wake Up in the Morning, Wake Up PDF. Click on that, and I go really deeply into detail onto why I became a morning person. Remember, hang out till the very end, and I've got something special for you guys. Don't take off. Okay, so moving on. Okay, moving on. What else do we need to do? We need to do regular assessments, right? Regular assessments. I'm going to tell you guys this. If your New Year's resolution has to do with a scale, okay? If your New Year's fitness resolution has to do with moving your feet, taking off your clothes, standing on top of something called a scale, if that is your assessment, I'm going to tell you right now, I think that's the wrong assessment. I am a firm believer that assessing your fitness and your health has such a small amount to do with the number on a scale. It really absolutely does. Here's the thing. God has designed our bodies differently, okay? Some of us are called ectomorphs. Some of us are called mesomorphs, okay? Some of us are called I can't remember the last one. But so you guys know our body shapes are different and we're going to hold weight differently. We cannot put in our head in 2016 as you're doing these goals that your body weight is the thing you need to measure your health and fitness by, because you're going to be heavy. Some of us are going to be heavier than other people. You can't have a number in mind. What I would rather you guys do is, why don't you guys do 20 push-ups January 1st, okay? Or actually see how many push-ups you can get through January 1st. Then improve your health, diet, and exercise. Then January 31st, see how many push-ups you can do again, okay? The more you move, I like to measure our health and fitness within movement, okay? And also with the way you feel. When you begin to work out, especially ladies, I have a lot of ladies ask me this question, okay? Here's the thing. Some of the questions I get are this. Well, Carlos, I started to work out and my jeans are getting tighter. I don't understand. Well, let me talk to you guys about this myth of your thighs getting bigger, okay? Muscle weighs more than fat, okay? Muscle develops more than fat goes away. So when you begin a workout regimen, some of you guys are going to, if you stand on a thing I tell you to not stand on a scale, you're going to actually see that you gain a little bit of weight first, okay? You're going to see that maybe some of your jeans in the thigh areas are fitting a little bit tighter. Why is that? Because you're growing muscle. And when you're growing muscle, it's going to protrude the fat out. But if you maintain with the diet, okay, muscle's going to grow fat or fast and quickly because of exercise and rest. Diet may take a little bit longer, but the fat will begin to go away. And then you've got to give it some time. Don't stop exercising and doing squats just because your thighs start feeling a little tighter in your jeans. They're going to look incredible. I promise you guys. Absolutely incredible. Okay, I just kind of wanted to give you guys that little bit of information when it comes to, I get a lot of questions on your jeans fitting tighter as you begin. Best tips to eating healthy for someone with lower income, student loans to pay off. Absolutely, I understand you, Tanner. Listen, walking into Whole Foods, you're going to freak out. Why are you going to freak out? Because it is expensive, right? You walk in there. My wife, she's like, I don't shop at Whole Foods. I don't shop at Trader Joe's. She's got to go shop at Walmart. Why? Because we're not rolling in the bins over here. So what do? You can still eat healthy on a lower budget, right? Eggs, meat, vegetables, fruit, nuts and seeds, these things aren't expensive when you buy them. Here's another thing that I would recommend. We've got chickens in the backyard, okay? So took a little bit of money to set up our chickens, but now we eat so many eggs, tons of eggs in my family. It's a healthy source of protein. But I get them from the chicken's butts or whatever they're coming out in over there. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Making eggs and spinach right now. Eggs and salad is cheap, absolutely. Yeah, I love that you guys are answering each other in the comment section. Okay, let's see, regular assessments, know what to measure. Step 3, okay, so step 1 was this, what do I quit? Step 2 is what do I do? And step 3 is who do I do this with, okay? Who do I do it with? Like, what does it look like to do this? Getting chickens in 3 months, absolutely. Do you food prep weekly at all? You know what? I don't, because I've got a wife. I don't food prep weekly because I've got a wife that actually, is in the kitchen, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She loves to cook. But if you don't have someone in your family, whether it's the husband or the wife or a son or daughter that is into cooking, food prep is absolutely important. It's absolutely essential. And here's the thing. Eggs were rumored for a long time to affect cholesterol. This is answering your question, Micah. But they really don't. Research has shown that, you can't eat enough eggs for your cholesterol to really spike, right? So if you're eating 40 eggs a day, probably cut it back to 5. But if you're eating 5 eggs a day, it really does not do anything negative for your cholesterol. Who do we do it with? Okay, when I began to exercise, I tried to go to the gym, right? This is massive for you guys. I tried to go to the gym, and I went for a couple days, and then I got bored. Why? Because there's so many times I can only do the elliptical machine, and I had no idea what I was doing. And then I went and I tried to find a trainer, and the trainer was like, you know, this is going to cost you $200 a month. And I was like, not going to do it. So what I ended up finding was, this is not a plug, just to let you guys, not a plug for CrossFit, but I found CrossFit, which was group fitness, whatever group fitness looks like to you. Let me teach you guys something. When you work out with other people in a community, CrossFit became a family to me. And when I didn't show up at 5 a.m. to my workouts, the other random strangers in my gym would Facebook me. The other random strangers in my gym who became friends would text me and call me. And suddenly there was this benefit of community. Okay, so for me, when it changed for me, I started going to CrossFit. And I believe that the CrossFit culture really helped me lose weight. The community culture of CrossFit really helped me lose weight. It is vital, and it is super, super important that you find community. That is where, of course, many of you guys knew this was coming. I'm going to talk to you guys about the community that we have, which is right here, Fit by First. This is an unbelievable community of people. This is a community of people that life change has actually happened. And so that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about for just the next few minutes, okay? Fit by First is a community that I started out of my transformation. And through that, over 3,000 people have gone through it. And those 3,000 people that have gone through it, there's hundreds and hundreds of people that have maintained, okay, they have maintained their life change. They've done it. So what it is it starts on January 1st, and it goes for 30 days. And what do you guys get? You get every day, you get an email from me, okay? Absolutely. Every day, an email from me with a workout and a video, me encouraging you, spitting hope to you guys, giving you guys the hope that you guys need. Nutritional information, a workout of the day, the video, the email every single day, and then the kicker, the special sauce of Fit by First is the community. The community has made all the difference in the world. So here's the thing. It starts on January 1st. I'm going to ask you guys that are in this webinar right now, okay, if you've been waiting, if you haven't, to go right now to fitbyfirst.com. I think on the webinar page, it should have popped up by now. I'm going to check and see if it did. Yes, right below the video, it should say click for details on the Fit by First community. You guys can click there, okay? I would love for you guys to join this Fit by First community in January. This is the very first time I've ever done it in January. And the reason why I'm doing it in January is that I know that many people take on their fitness challenges in January, okay? The brotherhood is absolutely vital. I would love for you guys to leave this webinar in just a few minutes. I'm going to take some more Q&As in a second. Click on that link below and register for Fit by First today. Don't wait until tomorrow. The early bird price goes away tomorrow night at midnight. That means it goes from $30 to $45. Right now it's $1 a day. I believe I'm worth $1 a day. I believe the information that I'm giving you guys is worth way more than $1 a day. It is 5 times less expensive. I've not found one product like this online that isn't charging $170 or more. So I think it's a deal of a lifetime. And I think that I really can help you guys when it comes to this. Go to fitbyfirst.com. Below the video, you can find the link for that. And I mean, look at this, the Fit by First community. It's like there's testimonials in the chat here. Has meant that I'm still here from when we started in September. Without it, I would have jacked up and not looked back. Oh, the WOD app in my promo video is actually in Fit by First now. We have that in Fit by First. So it's a part of Fit by First that you guys see. Signed up, bring it along for the like. Doug, down below, fitbyfirst.com. I'm actually going to screen share and go to the website so you guys can see it. Right, screen share here. I'm going to go to entire screen and share. And this is what I'm going to do here, guys. I'm going to go to fitbyfirst.com. This is it right here. If you go to fitbyfirst.com, let me tell you guys about the packages here. Starting January 1st, a 30-day fitness challenge for normal people. I did it and then we did it, okay? You're going to get all the information that I just gave you guys. I gave you a lot, and I'm going to continue giving you a lot more. But if you just take what I taught you guys today, that's all you really need. If you do that, you're gonna see massive changes. If you want the community aspect of it, you go here and let me help you literally every day of the month. There's the community and coaching plan, right? So this plan, so you guys know, this plan right here is the plan that right here is the plan where you get daily emails, workouts, and access to a private Facebook group for $30. Now, I added something different, okay? And a few people have jumped in on this, and I'm only going to let a few people more. I'm actually going to do a weekly webinar just like this, live with everybody, with people that want to purchase that plan. So for $60 a month, you actually kind of get me as a coach. You will get me live every single week, and I'll answer your questions. I won't leave the webinar or our video chat until your questions are answered. Some of you guys wanted a little bit more focus, so I decided to add that in there. There's two options. There's the regular option with the community and coaching, and then there's the weekly small group coaching calls with Carlos, okay? If you go on the website, you're gonna see that my friends Jonathan and Aaron, and they changed their lives on Fit by First. Lots of people have. It doesn't matter how old you guys are, okay? Age is not an issue. I'm gonna stop sharing here. There we go. Age isn't an issue. Listen, my mom does this. She's 64 years old. And yeah, so she's done it. She's lost weight on it. She's found her life again. It's one of the favorite things that I do. It's one of my favorite things that I do. Now I speak, I lead worship, I write books, but right now in this season of life, helping people do what I did is giving me the most life. Any questions? I would love to answer any questions you guys have on Fit by First, or just in general, anything down below. I'll go ahead and let you guys start typing those questions. There's a little bit of a lag and a delay on Google Hangout video. I'm just so surprised that you guys showed up. This is amazing. I was hoping for 20 people, and you guys have blown me away with showing up. Make sure you get your family and your friends to sign up as well. Like, I would love it. This is really my new heartbeat. It's what I love to do. Not seeing any questions pop up, so hopefully this has been beneficial to you guys. I would love to recap exactly again what this is, and this is also going to be on replay. So I'm going to email everybody on the list the replay of this. Thank you guys for signing up. If you sign up for the webinar, you will get a replay of this webinar. Just once for me, say your full real name slowly. Okay, my full real name is Carlos Enrique Whitaker Guzman Tibol Cabello, or Carlos Enrique Whitaker Guzman Archibald Cabello. Thanks for asking, Jennifer. Totally appreciate it. Opie is Opal Conley. Okay, there's my full name. Now, you know what? I'll give you guys a coupon code. If you guys can say my name in less than 3 seconds, Carlos Enrique Whitaker Guzman Tibol Cabello, like that, in the next 30 seconds. FaceTime me or something like that. Awesome. Any other questions? Just thanks for hanging out with me. Again, I'm super grateful that you guys would take your time and spend it with me. The deadline, again, is tomorrow night at midnight for the early bird special. It will continue. I'll go up to $45 and to $75. Don't let that happen to you. Don't wait. If you need, just so you guys know, if money is a absolute and total deterrent to this, I have a few scholarships available. Email Abigail at fitbyfirst.com or Carlos at fitbyfirst.com and let me know. The beard, you want to know about the beard? Well, first of all, there's so much gray in my beard that I'm really getting self-conscious, but I know I'm old now, which is okay. And so I think I'm going to keep it. My daughter, I was going to shave it the other night. My daughter bought me beard stuff for Christmas. What kind of dad would shave off his beard after his daughter bought him beard stuff for Christmas? I don't even know, right? Absolutely. Thanks, Doug, for hanging out, man. I'll be in Fresno in a few weeks. I'd love to hang out with you. January 1st, it goes. We go. Registration is done on January 1st. And the beard may stay. It may go. Who knows? I'm trying to rock the beard, but I don't know, guys. Let's see. What else? What else? Oh, yes. Here's another thing. For the first 10 people off of this webinar, okay? The first 10 people off of this webinar, I'm going to do 20. The first 20 people from this webinar, okay? If you're still paying attention, check this out. The first 20 people off this webinar, let's see if I've got them over there. Watch this. Don't leave. Coming back. This right here is real time. First 20 people You guys listening? Oh yeah, some swag and a session of treats. You guys got it. Can Fit by First maybe have something like this for us Facebookers? You yak with each other besides on Facebook. Fit by Firsters. Oh, you know what? Opal, that's actually a great question. Before I get to the swag, I'm trying to figure out how to make a Fit by First membership site with another forum, because I know that there's people that aren't on Facebook that want to be part of the yakking back and forth. And so, yeah, a few of my teammates and I are trying to figure something out. So Opal, you are not going to be alone on this. Now, the thing that everyone's going to get, okay, if you put your email in the webinar, I'm going to give you guys a link right now. Actually, I'm just going to give it to you guys in the chat. So the only way to get it is to click on it from the chat. And this is it right here. So this is the moment making method. And this video right here is, this link right here is going to take you to the thing. I just put it in the chat, okay? It's in my Dropbox. It's 5 ways to make better moments. And I wrote a book called Moment Maker, which I'm about to give away. And this book is the ethos of my family, okay? The reason why I started Fit by First, the reason why I wanted to be healthy is because I wanted to make moments with my family. I wanted to live longer and live a more enjoyable life with them. So I became healthy. And in this book, I talk about different ways to do that. The video that I gave you guys really goes along with this book, okay? You don't have to have the book, but the video is going to help you guys make better moments with your family. I honestly believe it. It's the method I use every single day. There's a video for you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Here's another thing. I'm actually going to give away, okay, 5 of these for the first, and we'll be able to go look starting right now. It's or starting right when the webinar started. The first 10 people that register for Fit by First, first 5 of you guys are going to get this Moment Maker right here. Actually, why don't you tell me if you want the Moment Maker book, and we'll email you guys when we find out, or the Moment Maker audiobook. Okay, so I actually have it on CD, the book or the audiobook for 10 people. Okay, I would love for you guys to register right now, and we're gonna go look and we're gonna find the first 10 people. Let me know when we email you back, when we find out when you registered, if you want the book or if you want the audio CD. I would love to give you guys something just for hanging out. You guys have spent 40 minutes with me, and only 8 people have left. Surprise, that's unbelievable. That would be awesome. So good. Got the book for Christmas. Oh, from Santa. Daisy, I'm so happy you gave it as a Christmas present. Tracy loved the book. Thank you guys so much. Wow, thanks for telling me that you love the book. I wrote it so that people would love it. But anyway, I'm going to give you guys, if you sign up, first 10 people, the audiobook or the physical book, whichever ones you listen. I don't read books. I listen to books. So that's how it is. Awesome. Angela, you want the book? You already signed up. Well, hey, listen, I'm going to give some away in January's Fit by First as well, because since I wrote it, I've got a lot of copies. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. Make sure you please go register, fitbyfirst.com. It is below the video right here. Click on that link. Hopefully this content was really good for you guys. I try to give you guys as much as I could in the amount of time we had. And that's really it. This was fun. Maybe I should do more of these. All right, so peace up. A-Town down, Carlos Enrique with Gabriel Cabello, saying I will talk to you guys soon.